Yeah, I started recording, so yeah, definitely, yeah, we can go with Mukesh. So Mukesh, are you there?
Yes, Ramesh.
Yeah, so you can also have your small introduction for today, since Pallavi and Mukesh will be presenter for our today meetup, and they will take this particular topic what we are going to discuss. Yeah, Mukesh, please go ahead.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Mukesh. I have 6+ years of experience in MuleSoft. I am MuleSoft I working as a integrations architect in digital bus. Thank you. Now over to you, Pallavi.
Yeah, thank you, Mukesh. So first, let me share my screen. Okay. So before going to our today's agenda, I will just clarify a few things. Like here, we all are here for sharing learning purpose or sharing our knowledge. So feel free to share your points, ask your questions, whatever you want, and anyone can answer. It's not like me, Ravi, and Mukesh. We should only answer. Anyone can answer who knows because here we are sharing our knowledge with each other. So feel free to do that. Okay. So So can anyone confirm me like my screen is visible to everyone or not?
Yes,
Yes.
Pallavi, we can. Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks.
okay. So our today's agenda, the use of Splunk in MuleSoft. What is Splunk tool used? What all configurations we need to put in our log4j file, and what Maven dependencies and repositories we are need to add in our pom.xml file in Studio, and how to installing Splunk. So first we will discuss what is the use of Splunk in MuleSoft. So Splunk can be used as monitoring purpose, reporting, analyzing, and security information and event management tool. Among other things, Splunk takes valuable machine-generated data and convert it into powerful operational intelligence by delivering through the reports, charts, different types of visualizations. So here, why is Splunk tool used? So Splunk tool is used for monitoring and searching through big data, big records. It indexes and correlates information in a container that makes it searchable, easier, and make it possible to generate alert reports and visualization. So also I have prepared one documentation. So this is our documentation, sending logs of MuleSoft application to Splunk. So for this, we need to installing a Splunk. Then after that, configuring a Splunk token. So we will see how to configuring a Splunk token. So this is our UI Splunk Enterprise. This is our username and password. And after that, we click on this sign in button. And here there are some options like go to setting data and data inputs. So here we will create one token. So this token will be after created this token, we will put this token in our log4j file, and here is our port. So 8088 our port, local port. After that, there are some minute like we need to configure in our log4j file some name, name, the URL name, the token which we will generated in our Splunk Enterprise account. There are some index, there are some source type, all these things. And after that, in our pom.xml file, we need to add some dependencies and some repositories related to our Splunk or Java logging. Splunk logging or log4j logging. So here is our MuleSoft flow, API flow. So it's look like this. And after that, there are in Splunk Enterprise account, there are some options. So with the help of these options, we will see this kind of our logs, how our logs generated in our Splunk console. So go to the Chrome. In our URL, type Splunk or splunk.com. So one page will be appear. So this is the Splunk Enterprise. This is the latest version. So here we need to write your business email address. Here you need to write our password, first name, last name, the job title, the phone number, the company information, the country, and the postal code and zip code, and click on these buttons. I agree to the Splunk web conditions and all these things. And after that, to click on this create your account, and your account will be created. And after that, one pop-up window will be appear, and here is some buttons like next. So if you are going to click on this next button, and after that 2-3 times click on this next button, and after that you will able to see your Splunk Enterprise will be installed. So this is my Splunk Enterprise. So here is my Splunk Enterprise. This is the Splunk Enterprise. So first we need to go in our studio, and let's created one Mule API. So click on this file, click on this new button, click on this Mule project, and here so this is our API name, Mule Meetup Splunk. So click on this finish button. Yeah. Okay. So first we need to drag and drop one listener component here. Okay. After that, logger component, one transform message, one another logger. Okay. So here we need to write listener configuration, connector configuration. So first here we need to write our path name /API. Click on this plus button. Here is our host, local host, and port. So connection, test connection successful. Click on this OK button and this OK. First need to save this. Okay. So click on this logger. Here we need to write the start log. Paste it here. After that, this level, we need to choose this level info only. Okay. So in category, we need to write any name or like. So I put it here Splunk.logger. So same thing we need to do in here. And after that, first we need to write one message. We want to print our Splunk console. Okay. So this is our message. Click on save button. So here is our end log. Paste it here. Then we need to write payload in our log Splunk console. So again here we need to write category Splunk.logger. Okay. So click on this our log4j file, and here is some configurations in our log4j. I will show you what is all these things. So in our log4j file, here is configuration status info named Cloud Hub, or there are some appendices we use in our log4j. So console, name console, the target system. Okay, so the main thing we need to include in our log4j file, this is Splunk HTTP. So name is socket, any name we can write here. The URL of your Splunk account, this is our URL and this is our port number. I will show you how to generate this port number and this token and URL. So this is my token I have created and this is my index name I have created. After that, so after that, in our logger we use name splunk.logger. So here we need to mention name splunk.logger and the label is info. Right now we are testing or we are do this POC for info level. So here we need to write info level. Okay, so click on our pom.xml file. Here is our pom.xml file. So in our pom.xml file, just in our application name, so name is Mule Meetup Splunk. Here are some dependencies, like we need to add these dependencies here, like group ID com.splunk.login and artifact ID is Splunk library Java logging. The version is latest. You need to use latest version. After that, one more dependency is here, org apache logging log4j, and this is for artifact ID log4j core. So we are good with our log4j and pom.xml file configuration. So after that, we need to deploy our application. Here put one breakpoint, click on console. After deployment, we will see how to generate token in a Splunk account. And deployed. So, okay, so this is our Splunk enterprise account. So after installing your Splunk installation, then this is our account look like, UI look like. So click on this setting button, go to the data input option. Okay, here is one option, HTTP event collector. So click on this. After that, here you can see new token. Okay, so click on this new token button. Okay, so here just give name of our token. So token name, so just token uh, token demo token. After that, click on this next button. Okay, here is some indexes available. So default index, so click on this default. Click on this default. If you want, choose any default index, or if you want, create a new index, so click on this create new index button here. So demo. Sorry. Okay, so all these things we don't want to change anything, just click on save button. After that, here is one option, click on this select source type, and here type log4j. So this is our log4j. Click on this log4j and review this and submit this. Okay, so here you can see one token is a pair. So copy this token or paste it our log4j file. So I will show you. Okay. So click on this data input, then HTTP event collector. See, here is our new demo. Here is our token value. And here is our HTTP and click on this save button. Okay, So this is our demo. Okay, so this you can see that I have created 4 5 demos earlier, and this is our latest demo, token demo. This is disabled. This is our token log4j in source type, index name is demo1, and status is enabled. So all these things we need to copy and paste in our log4j file. So in token value, I will show you in our log4j file. So here is my URL, localhost means HTTP this, and 8088 is my port number. This name you can write any name, and this is my token. This is my index value. So I have earlier created this index value and token, so I have put here in this. And after that, after creation all these things, after that go to the postman. This is our path name, listener path. So click on this send button, go to here. So send it again. So go to the enterprise. Here is search and report option. Click on this search and report option. So here we need to write our index. So our index equal to, so what is our index name? Just go to our log4j file and see what is our index name. Put it here, demo index. So here is, this is the demo index. Click on this and just do it last 15 minutes and click on this. See, in our transform message, write message, welcome to Splunk, all logs merged in Splunk. So welcome to Splunk, all logs merged in Splunk. So we tested this is for only info. Okay, so in our logger we select only for this info. Okay, if we want to generate logs or combine logs in Splunk account, for so we can do it, select error here, debug here, info here, warning or trace. So if we want to do select in category error, so in log4j we need to write some another configuration for error logger. So see, here is my Splunk logger level is info. Okay, and here the name same Splunk.logger, the level is error. If according to our business requirement or story requirement, if we want to see only error logs into Splunk console, then just comment out this thing and we remove this thing, remove this comment out, and after that we will able to see if in our Mule API any error will occur, and then in our Splunk console the error logs will be appear here instead of error logs will appear here. So according to our documentation, see, this is our Splunk enterprise. You need to give it here username and password. Click on sign in button. After that, this is data input. Click on this data input. After that, here is one option, HTTP event collector. Okay, then click on this, give it here token name, any token name. Click on this next button. Here is our token. So status is enabled, index name, source name, log4j. Here is your token value, the action, added, disabled or delete, or here is your token name. So after that, this is your local 8088 port. You need to put this port in your log4j. Click on this enable and click on this save button. Do this configurations in log4j and pom.xml. And after that, this is our flow looks like. And this is the search and reporting button. This is our source type log4j. And after that, our logs will be appear here. So, okay, I am done from my side.
Yeah, Pallavi, we have one question in chat. So can you explain generating the Splunk URL again? I think someone is asking to generate Splunk URL.
Okay. So see, this is our Splunk URL. So okay, so in local, so I use HTTP instead of HTTPS. I used this is our URL. So instead of HTTPS, I used HTTP, and this is 127.0.0.1. So here is my 127.0.0.1, and my I will I will show you again my port number. Okay, so click on this, and here is my click on this global setting, and here is my HTTP port number. Okay, so I used this port number here. After colon, I used this port number, and this is my token. I will show you again. See, 4441. So this is my token 1114. I have created earlier, and this is my index name, demo index. Okay, so in log4j, see, index name demo index.
Okay, fine. So I can see other question. Let me take all those questions. So the you ask log are very important, and moving into Splunk will be security problem. How to manage security? Okay, first of all, whenever you are connecting with Splunk, so you can see like we have token value and all, like we are connecting with them securely. Okay, no one else will able to connect with them without our permission until unless they will not have token, this security token. Second thing, whenever you are doing any logging, you should encrypt all the sensitive information. It should be your responsibility. It should not be Splunk responsibility to like encrypt all the sensitive information. Let's say you want to integrate with Splunk and you are MuleSoft developer and you want to have some sensitive information in your log. So whenever sensitive information will come, you need to encrypt that information and then only you need to capture in the log. Sometimes we use asterisk value to hide some sensitive information. Sometimes we used to encrypt that data, and we should have some decrypt mechanism with us to decrypt that whenever we need to know what was the sensitive information there. Okay, so that should be our responsibility as a MuleSoft developer, how to secure our sensitive information before capturing into log. So I hope it's clear your question. Okay. So next, coming to Suresh one, is there any transaction management in Splunk to view particular log? So the sorry, Suresh. So this will be again like our developer. It should be developer responsibility again. You can use transaction ID. Okay, whenever you will start the transaction. So like generally what we do in MuleSoft, we have one correlation ID. Either you can use that particular correlation ID throughout the log. Let's say in your Mule application, you have captured log 8 times. So in all the 8 log, you can capture the correlation ID, or you can generate your own transaction ID. Okay. So transaction ID you can generate by using multiple mechanism. Either you can use data view UID function, or you can write some your own logic by which you can generate transaction ID, and you can capture same transaction ID throughout the application wherever we are capturing the log. At the same time, sometime like if external system is calling your API, so you can create one header for them to pass unique transaction ID every time, and you will capture that transaction ID throughout your application. Okay, hope you are clear on this part. Suresh and Uday, if you have any doubt on those questions, you can let me know. Okay, then I can see one more question from Vasant. What is the port number in case it is Cloud Hub deployment? So, Vasant, for Cloud Hub deployment model, they are providing their own logging framework. Okay, this one we are covering this MuleSoft integration with Splunk, that is external logging framework. This is not provided by MuleSoft. So if you want to have Cloud Hub one, so that is inbuilt one. Okay, you don't need to configure any port or anything. By default, if you are using Cloud Hub deployment model, it will go to Cloud Hub log only. If you want to integrate with Splunk and you want to disable your Cloud Hub log, then you need to do some kind of configuration in your log4j file. So Pallavi, that particular comment is handy with you, that how to disable this MuleSoft log in Cloud Hub. It's not
Yeah.
there at the moment. If you have, then you can share that particular piece of code.
Okay. So right now I don't have.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay, fine. So no problem. So like
so
Vasant or someone, like if you want to explore, just Google it, how to disable Cloud Hub log. So you will get some piece of code you need to configure in your file, in your application. Now coming to next question, Vikas Sharma. If we have 50 apps, do we need to individually modify all 50 individual POM XML? Okay. So this thing, because you can do in two way. One, yes, if you want, you can do individually for all the application. And second thing, you can like when you will write your CI/CD script, at that time also you can write a script in such a way that script will add all this thing on behalf of you. Okay. But like what I have seen, we are like in my project, we are doing individually for all application, and 50 application will be too high. Okay, in any project you will not get 50. I think 10, 20 application will be more than enough. And yes, you have to do on application level. Okay, Vikas, are you clear with that part? If anyone has any concern on my like whatever I am answering, so you can unmute yourself and you can speak. Okay, fine. So next we have, as we need to configure Log4j to Splunk in application level, is there any way to configure Splunk in environment level? Example sandbox. Environment level, I'm not sure, but you can like optimize your CI/CD pipeline script. Okay, and there you can have some script which will do all those things, like updating your POM file, updating your log4j file. That thing you can do in pipeline, and you can automate the process. So next, Kiran Kumar. So document, yes, we will share, we will upload this document. And I think Pallavi has one blog also, so we will circulate that blog also. Is it helpful for on-prem deployment as well? Okay, so Balaji, like primarily this is for on-prems only. In Cloud Hub deployment model, we have inbuilt MuleSoft logger, but if you want to use external logger like Splunk or Elasticsearch, we can use there also. So this particular logging framework is applicable for all the deployment model. Can we check duplicate correlation ID? So Patil, I am not sure about your question. What do you mean by duplicate correlation ID? So let's say you will have multiple transaction. Okay, there is one API, retrieve customer detail, and 5% are calling retrieve customer detail API. So whatever correlation ID we will generate inside the Mule application, each time it will have unique correlation ID. Okay, so there will not be chance of duplicate correlation ID. Okay, so Anand, for HTTPS based certification, what are more thing involved? Certificate, create, and deployed. This is you are talking about is like integrating with Splunk, or which part? Like you are talking to secure our Mule application. So this
Yes,
part,
yes. So you HTTP base that we showed right with the port 8080. But if in case
yes.
we go with the 8081 or the secure based connecting to the Splunk,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
there are certificates involved. So those
Yes.
are
Yes.
some of the things. I mean,
Yes, Anand.
will there be more things to be discussed?
Yes. If you want to have this SSL configuration, we have that capability with Splunk. Okay, so you can like enable and disable SSL configuration in Splunk. Okay, once you will enable that SSL configuration, you need to download public key from there and you need to configure with your application. Okay, so that SSL part is there. You can enable and disable SSL configuration with Splunk.
And do we have Splunk connector itself while configuring the
No, no,
things?
Splunk is not connected. This is like you will connect through log4j file. In
Okay.
log4j file, you need to define all these things.
Okay, so it will be okay. So rather than collecting the log in the Cloud Hub, we will be forwarding to the Splunk. That's what the
Yes,
thing
correct.
will happen. Okay.
Yes. Okay, so Vasant, I can see port can vary and I don't. Okay, you already answered for Vasant. Vijay Kumar. Okay, fine. Thanks. Next, in the CH deep and need to send log for Splunk. Thank you. Okay. In running manager, we can just enable the Cloud Hub logs. By default, if you are using Cloud Hub, by default will be your Cloud Hub logs only. But if you want, you can disable that and you can integrate with Splunk logging. For POC, we can get Splunk access for free for few days. Okay, so Uday, for that one, you should have any like whatever email ID using, you will not able to use Gmail one. But if you have any company domain email ID, let's say your organization email ID, you can create trial account. But that must have some company related domain. You will not able to use Gmail or free account. That should be registered for company. Okay. So that part, Uday, we will share this document what Pallavi has created. So we will upload this document. You will get from there also, and you can explore on internet also. So limitation wise, Splunk actually, yeah, in Cloud Hub we have many limitation. One thing, log, if log will complete their 1 month, then that log will be deleted, and at the same time, it can capture maximum 100 MB of log. Okay, but like to avoid that kind of limitation only, we go with this Splunk or any external logging framework. In MuleSoft also you can extend that, but you have to pay extra amount. But here again, like if you will take a Splunk also, you need to pay extra amount, but here we have lots of other capabilities. So yeah, you can like think on this, which one will be more suitable for your organization or business. Okay. Message size limit, I don't think there is any limit, but this part I need to check their documentation. But whatever generally we do, that will be good enough. There will not be such problem. So far, I haven't encountered any like log size limit. But at the same time, okay, you need to make sure whenever you are capturing the log, it should not be too bulky. Okay, it should not contain 1 MB to MB of data. It should be in KB. Okay, you need to capture only required information which will help you to monitor your application. You should not put all the history and everything. Okay, logs should be very optimized. It should contain very limited data which will be good enough to monitor your application. Okay, so I don't think in that case this kind of thing will come in picture where log size is too much, like an MB or multiple MB. Okay, even the storage space is in Splunk, we can also display log in Cloud Hub console without using Cloud Hub storage. This part I'm not clear what exactly you mean to say. So you can, if you want, you can capture log in both the place, Cloud Hub also and Splunk also. That is possible, and you can disable Cloud Hub one. You can enable only Splunk one. That is also possible.
Yeah, in cloud, in any one platform, there is one option. So if you click on Runtime Manager, there is one option when we deploy our application, Mule application. So there is one option like Disable Cloud Hub Logs. So click on this. button, and after that, if we uh, if we select disable cloud hub logs, then our logs only appear in Splunk console.
Pallavi, just to check, that option is not available by default. We have to contact MuleSoft team, right?
Yes, for that option enabling, we need to raise ticket, and MuleSoft team will give us access for
Right.
this option. Yeah,
I think in
if we
Cloud Hub 2.0, they have launched a feature where we can enable by ourselves. So, and we can have the logs in Cloud Hub as well. In 2.0, I'm
this
talking.
plan.
And
Yes, yes.
okay, I have a question to you, Pallavi, on the slide where you have in the in the application. Can you share your app, Anypon
Y-
Studio?
Yeah.
So in Logger, you have explicitly defined this log label. If you want to capture a info label or error, I have a requirement to capture both type of like info as well as error. So what kind of setting I have to do? Because I want to receive all those logs in Splunk in order to do some kind of
Okay.
uh, monitoring. Because that will be the actual use case, right? Someone would like to see out of 10 transaction, 9 has failed, one failed, 9 succeeded. So, and we want to create a chart. So I need both type of things, right?
Sorry, I didn't get. Can you repeat your question?
So I'm saying that I need info as well as error, both type of logs in my Splunk.
Okay.
So here
Okay.
we
Yeah,
have
that
selected log level info for info and error for error. Like we have
yes,
to
yes,
switch
yes.
it.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, that you can configure in Log4j. In Log4j, you can enable multiple log level at the same time.
Okay.
Generally, we should not capture debug log and all whenever you are moving your code on production, but we capture info log and error log. So multiple we capture. So you can enable multiple logger at the same time.
Okay, but what will be the inside that logger at logger component?
At logger component,
Yeah.
wherever you want to capture info log, you will select info. Wherever you want to capture error log, you will select error.
Okay. So for like for let's
Same
say
logger. Okay, I think I got your question. So you want to capture both kind of log in same logger component? That is not possible.
Yes.
okay, we need to define two different logger, one having
Yes.
as info, one having error. In case of info logger will get used. In case of error logger will get used. That's what you're saying.
Generally, what you do whenever error will come, you will go to on error continue or on error propagate. Correct? You will go to error handler.
Right.
At that place, you will select the logger component and you will select the log level as a error. But when you are going on success happy part, you are going on the implementation part. So there you will capture info log. There you will capture error log.
Yeah. So based on the flow, we can define that.
Yes,
Yes,
correct.
yes, and
But
this is the async logger for both for info and for error.
so one thing before sending to log to Splunk, we have to have some standard format. Like we cannot send it like this, right? So there must be some
Okay.
standard number of fields. That standard should be defined, right?
Yes, yes. So that standards vary from company to company or organization to organization. But MuleSoft, if you will follow MuleSoft documentation, they have given one sample. Okay, you can use that particular format standard also, or like you can update a bit based on your company, based on your organization need. Okay, but if you will follow MuleSoft documentation docs.mulesoft.com, there you will get one particular standard format they have shared.
And Ravi, you have mentioned some encryption, like sending the sensitive data. We know, like we have this JSON logger where we can make use of an mask the data. You said we can encrypt it over here while printing and decrypt it. Somebody would like to see on Splunk. So where, like that key for encryption and decryption. So that key will be in our MuleSoft application to encrypt it. How will be sending that key to someone on the Splunk side? Like how do we manage that?
Okay. So two things are here. One is you will use like a strict kind of symbol, some special character to hide some sensitive information. That is one possible option, correct? Second thing, let's say you want to have that particular information for your monitoring purpose. Okay, that is sensitive in term of some external party or external people, but that is not sensitive as point of your like support team. Okay, they should have access of those kind of data. Let's say you are capturing your uh, like detail in some stored procedure. Okay, and you are passing, like you want to capture the stored procedure name and you want to capture the input parameter what you are passing to stored procedure. If you will capture all those information in logger, and if some external party will able to see, then that will be some security concern. Okay, definitely that pen test will not allow you to do that. But if you want to have this kind of information for your monitoring purpose, what you can do, before capturing those information in logger component, you can encrypt those data using, like we have multiple encryption mechanism. You can use those encryption mechanism to encrypt that data, and you will capture in log. Whenever you want to monitor, you will able to see that encrypted data, and you can develop your own internal API, or you can say your internal application, where you can decrypt that and you will get the stored procedure detail and other information which you need for further investigation.
Okay.
Is it
So
clear?
a separate API kind of to
Yeah, that
pull
will
for.
not be exposed to anyone. That will be used by only for you, or as a SNM team, service management team, or as a support team.
Okay.
Or it's not mandatory to develop API. You can like Java, you can write Java code or anything.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, so how long this Splunk log will stay? So that you can configure Suresh, like based on your like based on your client, and based on your security approval, you can capture it for 1 month, 2 month, 3 month. But if you go for standard process, everyone do capture either for 1 month or 3 month. Okay. Or sometime, like some project I have seen, they used to like delete that log, but before that they used to archive it and they used to store somewhere. Okay, but the standard will be either 1 month or 3 month.
And that archive will be outside the Splunk or inside the Splunk.
That I think outside. We did it outside only.
Okay.
Okay, fine then. Anything else? If not, then we are good. And yeah, anything else a part of this Splunk? If you want to discuss, then you are most welcome. We can discuss for next 2 3 minutes. And at the same time, like if anyone want to be speaker this MuleSoft event, and you have something like in your mind which you can present, where you can like share your knowledge, then you are most welcome. Just connect with me, and I will help you to like organize the event. Yeah. And just after this meetup, you will receive one like you will receive one email for feedback part. So that will help us to improve our like this kind of meetup and all. So yeah, like please spend your 2 3 minutes of time. Please help us to give feedback. So that will help us to improve.
One more query, Ravi. So the Splunk side, we have created this index, right? So what is the recommended base for, like if I have 10 or 15 applications, so I'll be sending all logs to a single index, or I have to create like different indexes based on the domain, like based on the category of the application.
Yeah, that generally like means we do this kind of indexing based on the environment. Okay, let's say
or
we
environment.
have SIT environment, we have UAT, we have production. That will be one category. Second category will be based on the layer, SAPI layer, process layer, experience layer. So this categorization we do on multiple factors which we consider while monitoring the application.
Okay, so like out of this log, we are going to create some metrics, right? We are going to create some metrics on the Splunk, right?
Yeah. You can create even in Splunk, like we have filter capability. There you can filter based on the log message also. Okay, you can create this kind of metrics, and as well as in Splunk, they are mature enough. They will provide you multiple filters, okay, which you can use, and you can like yeah, you can use to search particular log.
Ravi, apart from Splunk, what are more frequent use the logs or forward the logs?
Actually, I have seen Splunk, Kong, then Elasticsearch, and this MuleSoft logger, MuleSoft, this one Cloud of logger that I have seen. This four I have seen very frequently.
CloudWatch,
No, Cloud Hub one. Cloud Hub had inbuilt logger. No?
AWS CloudWatch, something is there,
Yeah,
right?
Ravi here, Balaji here.
Yes.
Yeah, suppose let's consider in an on-premise deployment model. In
Your
that,
voice is not clear. It's not clear.
sorry, now are you audible?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's not clear.
Yeah, suppose in the case of on-premise deployment model,
Yes.
instead of so there will be some organizations who can't afford this Splunk kind of tools. Can we code it in MuleSoft itself and can manage the logs in DB? Is there any way for doing such kind of thing?
Sorry, still your voice is not very much clear for me.
Ravi,
Can you
he's
repeat your
asking.
question?
Ravi,
Okay.
he's
Yes.
asking in case of small organization, there is a problem of cost, right? So, is there any alternate of Splunk, like we can have it in database or somewhere else? How if organization
Oh,
cannot
okay.
afford a
Okay,
Splunk,
okay, okay.
what
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
One method is
alternative?
That,
there. You
yeah.
can build a special application for that, and in every application you have to use that application, and in the background you just send the data to any storage system. In
Yeah,
that way you
yeah,
can do.
yeah. Can
Yes,
we
ma'am.
manage any
Yeah.
queuing kind of mechanism on top of each application? We can create any queuing mechanism, and then we can send it to a common DB where we can store all the slots instead of Splunk. That may be a good idea.
Yes, Balaji. Many organizations doing that. Okay. So
Yeah,
that is also a
yeah,
suggested solution. Many organizations follow that pattern.
yeah. Thank you, thank you. That's what.
Okay, so we are running out of time. So I think we had very good and healthy discussion today, and hopefully this whatever Pallavi has presented, that will definitely help everyone to improve your knowledge on this MuleSoft side. Yeah, so we'll keep sharing knowledge, and we'll arrange few more meetups very soon. So thanks for joining. Thanks everyone.
Ravi, one question.
Yes.
Let's say we are using any certificates, HTTP for HTTPS or anything else, or for
Yes.
any AS2. Okay,
Yes.
and let's say certificate is going to expire in some days, and without redeploying the application, I want to uh, upload the means set up the new certificate. Means I can upload multiple certificates in the application, and before the existing one is expiring, it should take the new one. Is that possible?
Generally, we do configuration of this certificate and all inside JKS key and all. We have uh, key store and trust store. There we need to configure. So I'm not sure without any downtime you will able to do this or not. But as per my understanding, definitely you need some downtime.
Correct. And in recent application, what I did is the certificate was expired, client certificate. So I have to request them the new certificate and redeploy the
Yes,
application.
yes,
So
yes, correct.
some downtime might be
Yeah, yeah. As
possible.
per my understanding, yeah, we must need, but you can explore
One
a
thing
bit.
is there, we can set up a alarm like it should give a alert before expiring.
Yeah, that thing is okay. That you will come to know anyhow. Like you have to like have that kind of monitoring. Otherwise, it will expire, and then suddenly your application will start failing, and then you will come to know. Then you will come in trouble. So you have to something which will give you alarm, or you can have some kind of like manual checking for that. But whenever you want to configure, as per my understanding, you must need some downtime.
Yeah, thanks, Ravi.
Okay, fine then. So as I mentioned, like other meetups are also going on. Let me send you a link again if anyone interested to learn about Q and all. So we have in today chat first message shared by Abhishek. You can join that one also, and please like help us to give like spend your 2 minute time to give us feedback. Okay, that will help us a lot. Thanks everyone. Thanks for joining.
Thanks, everyone.